McCain. Peter Alexander is going to join us from the briefing room in just one moment. But just one thing on the Kelly Sandler topic. If anything, not for nothing, but what I've seen the past 2.5 years from the campaign trail up until now, if there's one thing that's really suffered because of Donald Trump's candidacy and now his presidency, it's decency. On the campaign trail, I would routinely see people say pretty terrible things about the opposing candidates or terrible things to the press. I saw men wearing shirts that said Hillary Clinton is a C word. I heard a man yell, "Assassinate that bee," but the actual word on Hillary Clinton in the middle of a Donald Trump rally, and nobody looked at that man and said, hey, maybe that's a little too much. We routinely saw the president call out the press or tell protesters that they should get out or tell supporters that if they punch protesters, he would pay their legal bills. Decency has been lost with Donald Trump's ascension. And he's been going after John McCain now for some time. This is a man that's dying of cancer, and the White House refuses to apologize for what a White House advisor said. NBC's Peter Alexander is back with us from the White House. Peter, why won't this, I mean, they're making it a much bigger deal than it would have been. Why won't this White House just apologize publicly for a terrible thing that somebody said in a private meeting, regardless of whether or not it was because of a leak?
Katie, it's a good question. This is now day 5 of this controversy that is of the White House's making. But I think the answer to your question is very clear. Were the White House to apologize or have Kelly Sandler publicly apologize for her private comments about John McCain, then what would it say about President Trump himself, who never apologized for public comments, where he in effect said that John McCain was a war hero? So in that sense, I think the White House really feels it has its back against the wall and has to view this as an internal matter. They've tried to make the conversation about